This is the professor from WealthCampus.com, and this is a video chart analysis of ARCO, ARCO. This is a daily chart of ARCO. Each open, high-low, close mark here represents 1 day of trading. That's why we call it a daily chart. And sometimes I'll use these open, high-low, close bars, rather than candlesticks. And a couple things I want you to see here. You can see volume increasing on ARCO, and we always like to see that. That's a good thing. So you want to see increasing volume or high volume, okay, during some buying. And you can see that there was a base here, a flat base of narrow range consolidation, okay, and then we're starting to get a move. And another thing that you have here is a high RSI on the daily, which I like to see. So what I want to do is quickly annotate this chart for you. And so you can see just going to move this down, this trend line down right over the previous high. So you can see the stock is really close to breaking out, at least to new 52-week highs, because this chart's looking back over 1 year. And you can see, that the stock hit a low of $2.16, and for the most part, even though it's been a little erratic, it's been trending up. So this is the kind of overall pattern you want to see: a stock in a strong uptrend, and you've got, what I would call very close to a 45-degree angle from the bottom left-hand side of this chart all the way up to the top right-hand side of the chart. And now we're at a point where volume's been increasing and looking very good, much like you saw here, some accumulation when the stock was rising. And you've got a stock that's very close to breaking out over the 660 high. So that's what we're watching for. On Friday, the stock did touch 660, and I expect that we're going to see it move over 660, and then you're going to start to see more of a violent move. Okay, so another thing down here, you could see that you had some nice narrow range consolidation that we talked about. So you had a little bit of a channel here, and then the stock finally busted out of that channel on good volume, and now we have the potential breakout. If we jump to a weekly chart on ARCO, now that this is a weekly chart, understand that every single candle, each candle represents 1 week of trading. And so again, let's annotate a weekly chart and draw some trend lines here. Again, I'm going to use this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the candle body and not the tail. So if you look, we have definitely traded just over the highest candle body, in this stock. So going back an entire year, and that's always bullish, which is setting up a nice candle. You can see some very narrow range consolidation here. You got a little bit of an ascending base here, which led to our big candle. And now we're getting ready to break out over that 660 high. One thing I want to make note of on this weekly chart is the volume. So I talked about the volume. So if you look at this weekly volume candle, the only time that you had a bigger volume candle over the last 2 years was here, before you saw a move, which gave you a move from here to here. And then right here saw really good volume, and then we know what happened after that. So again, you've got some good volume here, and now we want to see something like this, which I think we're going to. So now we jump into a monthly chart on ARCO, and now on the monthly chart, understand that we're changing time frames now. So each candle represents 1 month or 30 days of trading. So you can see that so far for the month of February, and we're only a week into, we're only 3 days into trading in February. You can see that the stock is making a move. So the behavior is starting to become a bit violent. So a couple things that I want to make note of here that are pretty important. the stock right here has now crossed the median line. Okay, and so on the RSI and on the monthly. And for the RSI, anytime that you have the RSI under the median line, that's basically telling you that the stock is and will continue to be in a downtrend. But when you have the RSI move over the 50 or the median line, and in this case now the RSI is climbing, rising, and it's almost at 55. Now this RSI is telling you that the trend or the direction of the trend has changed. Okay, and I want to point out that ARCO was a 2011 IPO, which hit a high of 2733. Okay, so I'm not saying that ARCO is going to return to 2733 or very quickly, but one of the things that you tend to see with IPOs in their first 5 to 6 years of trading is quite often, even if they have had less than a stellar track record, which obviously this IPO has been in a downtrend, right, for 5 years. One of the things that you tend to see in an IPO is a U-shaped pattern. You tend to see this a lot. It becomes self-fulfilling. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen here with ARCO. However, when you see a stock that has a nice trend like this, and you can see it mirrored here, and now we have the RSI over 50, and already in February we can see the move becoming a bit more violent. I would say that we have a very good chance of at least this ARCO probably approaching this level here, which would give you about an $11 price target, which would be almost a double from this area. I mean, that's a significant increase. So my point with this is not only do you have a nice looking chart in the daily and it's getting ready to break out, you've got what I would call an even better looking chart, to me anyway, at least in the weekly, very attractive, and you have a very interesting monthly chart as well on this one. So I look for ARCO to continue this momentum. I would not be shocked if this stock is maybe at the $8 mark conservatively, maybe by March. And I would not be surprised to see within the next week, if not tomorrow or the following, if not Monday or the following day of trading, see this stock start to approach 7 or go over 7 before pulling back and consolidating and then continuing its uptrend again. So this has been your video chart analysis for ARCO. And if you're interested in plays like this and several other plays, please visit us at www.WealthCampus.com. And we have monthly memberships there for only $30 a month. And this includes buy and sell alerts by email and by chat. And you have access to a real-time model portfolio and a real-time watch list. And you have access to more videos, and you have access to a chat room 24 hours a day. And it's a great group, a great friendly group there, and we're looking to compound our gains. Have a great weekend and a super Sunday.